All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone of Teaching Room Well, and shalom to the elect. I'm your brother Tobiah Yaquinah coming at you with another video, Lord willing, it's edifying. Just wanted to get in on just Esau and his cunningness as a hunter. All right, this is Genesis, the 25th chapter, and the 27th verse. All right, and it reads, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. All right, so Esau and Jacob, two opposite ends of the spectrum, so to speak. You got the righteous seed, you got the wicked seed. Righteous seed, Jacob, also known as Israel, and then you got the wicked seed, Esau, all right, also known as the Edomites, all right, which is so-called white man. Israel, of course, is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and those scattered throughout the nations that may look like the nations, right? It's not a black or brown thing. This is about a seed line thing. It's about a nation thing, all right? It says, so I want to get the word hunter real quick, and it's H6718. It's Tazadah, if I'm not mistaken. Tazadah, right? And let me see, I'm going into a different type of actually, let's just go into I'm sorry. We're going to go back to that word, hunter. All right. Again, Tazidah. I don't know why. I'm in some kind of mode. Give me a moment. Okay, Salaki Tazayad means the chase, also game, generally lunch, catcheth food, food, hunter, venison. Let's go to the word cunning real quick, see what they got for cunning. It means yadai. It means to know. All right. So basically, yeah, this guy, Esau, man, he knows how to hunt, man. All right. He's a cunning hunter. And let's grab this scripture right here to tie it back to why he's hunting you, Jacobites, you Israelites, man. All right. Because he has a thing. It's like a vendetta. Because he gave up that birthright. Genesis 27 and verse 41, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And that goes on to this day. To this very day, in many, many forms of, physical slaying. You see that We've seen that, over the years, all the males that have, especially speaking to you, Southern Kingdom, been destroyed at the hands of these police officers and civil servants, Trayvon Martins and Rodney Kings, and and that's just what you see. That's just what's been shown and been caught on TV. And now it's just an everyday thing. They just show these types of scenarios and this type of bloodshed like it's a commercial almost, And of course, there's many various ways that this devil tries to slay us. He uses a lot of tricks, and that's what a hunter does, man. He uses tricks. What when you got those duck hunters? What do? They use the fake calls. You got deer hunters. They'll use pheromones of the opposite sex. They'll use blinds, where they sit off in a little shelter that looks like it's part of the environment, and then shoot the deer from hundreds of yards away, or the prey from hundreds of yards away, or just ambush the prey. Actual nets they've used to catch prey, various things, and it just translates to the ultimate prey for Esau, which is you Israelites. All right. So he's always had this thing of wanting to slay his brother, get that get back for playing a part in him losing that birthright. All right. So let's go into more ways that this devil likes to hunt for Jacob. Again, you Israelites, especially in these times. So went into how hunters use pheromones, and they use the opposite sex to lure prey, and that's exactly what he does. That's what this devil does to us. What the scriptures say: a woman shall compass a man, and ultimately, when we say that he's hunting you Israelites, it's not ultimately to just catch you. It's really to just destroy you. The scriptures speak about this guy being the bloody and deceitful man. Let's go ahead and grab that real quick before we get. This is Genesis. No, Salakia. All right, this is Salakia. Psalms chapter 5 and verse 6. Thou shalt destroy them that speak leasing. The Lord will abhor the bloody and deceitful man. That bloody and deceitful man is Esau Edom, whom the Lord hates. All right. And ultimately the Lord is gonna destroy, in various ways. I see being missiles, but then also in captivity, you're going to be destroyed. You're going to drink a double cup of captivity, just like the Israelites had to drink of that cup. All right. devil also likes to use divisions. The divisions of the times, which is by design. All right. This is the book of Luke, chapter 12 and verse 51. Suppose ye that I come to give peace on earth? I tell you nay, but rather division. That's Yahweh Shai. Basically speaking about the times that we're in right now. When the Lord begins to visit the earth, there's going to be many plagues, as the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter, speaks on, in various forms. So, one of the forms is that this division, and he also uses the weapon, his sword, which is Esau, Edom, to push these plagues in the earth. So one of the biggest things is that you have that gender, going back to how a hunter uses certain things, aspects, and certain lures to snare his prey. Okay, he's using this woman. We call her the N woman. The black woman. To put you Israelites in a conundrum, especially you Southern Kingdom. When you mix up the divine order, which the divine order going into Corinthians is Book of Corinthians. It's divine order is Yahweh first, then Yahweh Shai, then the Israelite man, then the Israelite woman and children. When you mix that up, you throw things off. So he put the woman over the man, as it's written, a woman shall compass a man, and it messes everything up. Again, Esau's not trying to really bag you. You're already bagged. You're in captivity. He's really trying to destroy you, as we read in Genesis, then shall I slay my brother. Okay. And also through words, man. This devil likes to use cunningly devised words. So I'm going to grab this and then I'm going to end off. This is the book of Psalms. And he uses those words through his legislation. You got people listening to this guy, Nero 47, which we believe is, Trump, which we believe is Emperor Nero coming back. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 55, and verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So, this is how the devil is, man. There's plenty of evidence of him having that forked tongue. Gadites, which are the so-called Indians, they speak of that forked tongue. The treaties, always talking about some peace, but then, he never abides by the treaties. So this is that hunter, man, Esau. All right. Hey, Shalom.